What to know about interpreting dreams. First of all, if you don't typically remember your dreams, you'll want to build that muscle and practice remembering your dreams. The best way to do that is keep a dream journal. Keep your notebook next to your bed, and as soon as you wake up, if it's 3 a.m. or 6 a.m., write down your dream when it's fresh in your head. And if it's like 3 a.m, write it then. Don't think you'll go back to sleep and wake back up in the morning and remember it, because most times you'll forget it. So as soon as you wake up, write it down in as much detail as you can, then put it away. You can interpret it later, but the important thing is to get it out while it's fresh. And now that you're focusing on this and just telling your brain you want to remember your dream, you'll be more likely to remember it. Now, when it comes to interpreting your dreams, something important to know is that this is all about your mind, your subconscious, and the messages are coming from within you. So when you see someone in your dream, sometimes it can be tempting to tell them your dream, but I will tell you from experience, they might think you're really weird. And because you dreamed of someone, it doesn't mean that they are communicating with you or that you have a message for them. It has to do with how you view them, what role they play in your life, or what characteristics they possess that means something to you. So just remember, the dreams that come from your mind are only about you. So if you don't want to seem super weird, maybe keep it to yourself when you dream about someone. I mean, share if you want, but I'm just telling you, it doesn't mean something to them or about them. It only means something about you. Next is learning the symbolism. A lot of dreams are very symbolic or metaphorical. A really great website, and the one that I started out using and I've used since I was like 12 years old, it's called dreamroots.com. It has a whole encyclopedia of what every word means, and a lot of times it really makes sense. A couple of general symbols. So water represents your emotional state. So of course, rough waters would be a rough time, and calm waters represents a clear and calm emotional state. And then another one would be a house. So a house represents you and the different parts of your subconscious. So something like an attic or garage would represent the parts in your subconscious that are tucked and stored away. Whereas something like a kitchen or living room would be more forward-facing parts of you, if that makes sense. Another thing when interpreting dreams is sometimes, the storyline doesn't really make logical sense because it's just your subconscious piecing a bunch of things together. So focus on the feeling. If you saw a bat or something, and it's not so much about the bat, but how did you feel about it? Were you so afraid? Were you scared of the bat? Were you happy and welcoming it as a friend? That has to do more with the core message of the dream, and then you can look into the symbolism of what a bat represents. I used to think that dreams were future telling or psychic, and sometimes they can be a little bit, but I would say most of the time it's a reflection, it's a mirror, and it's just showing you your inner emotional state. Dreams are the way that your mind processes emotions that you might have put away. It's you go to sleep and your body is rebooting, so your brain is sorting through all this information, and it's subconscious, so your brain just plays that movie as a way to process the emotions that may not have come to light in your daily life. If you have a dream of a tsunami, for example, I used to have that dream a lot, and I was so scared, thinking, oh, it's prophetic, it's gonna there's gonna be a tsunami, but that is not what it meant at all. It just reflects your emotional state, and a tsunami represents overwhelm, because like I said, water represents emotion. A tsunami is overcoming the whole town, so it represents overwhelm. So yeah, just don't be afraid of your crazy dreams. It doesn't mean the world is going to end. It just means that's what your inner world feels like. So pay attention to that. And knowing that, you can sort of just intuitively start to understand what they mean once you write them down and you see the patterns in emotion and feelings that are coming up in your dreams. And yeah, for me, it's really helped me get in touch with a lot of hidden emotions and learn about myself and what I need to work on and what's still in there. Because sometimes you're like, oh, I thought I was fine. I thought I didn't care about the situation. And then you dream of it. But yeah, it's just a way that your brain processes information. And I think it's really cool and beautiful. I love dreams and dream interpretation. Yeah, if you want to just tell me your dreams for fun, I'd be happy to like share what I think it means. It's not like my job or anything, but just a little hobby. I hope this information helps on your spiritual well-being, personal and journey. Also, I've started recently using ChatGPT to interpret my dreams. I can really look into it myself, but I started to just tell ChatGPT, hey, I dreamed this, like what does it symbolize? And it gives really insightful answers and they make sense. So you can use ChatGPT to interpret your dreams. It's a new use. It's definitely pretty cool to see what it says. Happy dream interpreting.